Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Nick, and this is another episode of the Tetra Ninja Show. And today, we're playing a domination game on Overgrown, running with the ACR today. And the ACR is one of the most popular weapons online just because it's pretty easy to use. As I'm trying to shoot this guy, say screw it, and then huck a semtax in that tall grass over there. Um, Even though it has the lowest damage rate of all the assault rifles in this game, it shoots like a straight arrow. Its damage rate is 30 to 20, near and far respectively, and it has a half decent fire rate as well. It fires at 750 rounds per minute, and the only other assault rifles that fire faster than that are the M4A1 at 800 and the F2000 at 925. So it's a pretty decent fire rate, and like I said, it shoots like a straight arrow. But it's still outclassed by the other assault rifles such as the Scar and the Targe because they have beast weapon damage starting off at 40. So in that case, then long distance, you basically want to stick with long distance shooting with this assault rifle just because you want to take advantage of the fact that it has zero recoil whatsoever, and you don't want to get close quarters with it because, like I said, it's just outclassed by all the other stronger assault rifles in that regard. So yeah, if you're planning to use this gun, then stick mid to long range with it and you'll do just fine. And if you're just starting off this game, then it's a really good choice, because like I said, it has very low recoil. And right now I have my chopper gunner waiting, but as this guy kamikaze RPGs me, the best way to use a chopper gunner is to make sure, especially if you're playing domination, to control the 2 points, and that's why I haven't called it in yet. And once you control 2 points, then you can get a really good spawn camp under the team. So if you have your chopper gunner waiting and you're playing a dom game, then cap 2 flags first and then call it in, then you're good to go, especially if you're going for a tactical nuke or something. And in this game particularly, I think I do a pretty good job at actually defending the objectives with the chopper gunner, which is always a nice thing to do for your team if you're playing a objective-based game. And since we're playing a remake map from COD 4, I guess I'll give you some of the callouts. Right now I'm in the barn. I know all the callouts basically on all the COD 4 maps. Sometimes I don't know them all for the Modern Warfare 2 maps. So I'll be the guy saying, the guy beside the thing, beside the building. Yeah, I'm sure you all heard of that before. But yeah, as the rest of this game progresses, then I'll give you some of the basic callouts. The area in front of B, which I don't think I go back again, so I'll get it out of the way now. That building is called the library, separated by a top and bottom floor. The little entranceway in front of the library to get to the C flag is called the rabbit hole, so sometimes people like sitting in there. And I don't go in the building opposite that one either. It's called Grandma's house, which people tend to kind of camp out on. People, for some reason, like jumping on the roof, especially, which just strikes me as a really odd thing, especially not in a non-hardcore setting where you get a kill cam. So it's kind of stupid for me. And right now I'm still trying to defend the flags with this chopper gunner, and it's not doing a fairly good job. It took a couple bullets. So yeah, this area I'm running to right now in front of A. Oh, right now it's called the Shack, and obviously A is called A. Or if you're not playing domination, then it's called the Wooden Bridge. And this little valley in front of me is either called the Creek or the Riverbed. And get knifed right here, which is always awesome. And this team was actually really try-harding it. I think they had like 2 people running with lightweight marathon. So that's always a nice thing. So we're right beside the barn, and then in front of me there's a propane tank. And I stress the importance of knowing callouts because even though I don't play, I usually play them with myself on domination games. It's still really helpful, and it seems that if you start using callouts, then it just kind of opens up the lobby and everyone else starts using it. So left of me right now is Grandma's house. And the little shack to the right or in front of me right now is called the Crack House because it's pretty gangster in there. I think there's like a couch with Olds with a worn down book in it. So yeah, and the bridge obviously beside it, I don't know if I said this right, is called the Stone Bridge. And if I were to offer advice on how to play Dom on Overgrown, unlike all the other maps, where controlling A and B or C and B is probably the strongest position, I find when I'm playing I like controlling A and C, mainly because you can have a clear line of sight between the two from the barn area. As you can see now, I'm kind of patrolling back and forth in this little corner area, just running back and forth. And like I said, I think unlike all the other maps, A and C and not B are probably the strong positions. And the building I just came out from is called the Blown Out Building, separated from a top and second floor again, as this guy epically fails me with the RPG. And right now I just got to go back to work patrolling this area. And if you feel like you have time, you don't even have to do this with stingers, but you can shoot down counter UAVs and UAVs. They don't take much to go down. UAVs and counter UAVs both have a health of 700 points, so that's not very much at all. So they can quickly be shot down. And I don't know about you guys, when there's counter UAV up in the air, I honestly feel like I'm wearing like a new pair of underpants or something. It just doesn't feel right, and I feel very awkward and helpless. So I like those things going down as quick as possible. The building right in front of me is called the Fire Building, just because there's fire going off in it, and it's also those staircases in front of it is also called the wooden stairs. So I don't know why they needed to separate the two, but I guess someone thought that it was needed. If you're gonna ask me for advice on how to break out of spawn, so in this case, if you're the team without A and C and you have B, the only thing I could really say is when you make pushes, make sure that you make pushes with teammates. Don't do them one by one. Like it just takes way too long to cap a flag by yourself. My aim fails right there, and I remember this sequence. My aim epically fails right here. I'm like hammering down on this guy. And that's the thing with the ACR. If you hold down the right trigger and you're auto locked on someone, you can't move. Well, you can't move the reticle that well. So you kind of have to burst fire to compensate for the movement. But if you hammer it down, that right trigger, it just like locks on that point. And yeah, so in that case, that's what happened right there. But yeah, breaking out of spawn, like I said, just do it with multiple people. Don't do it by yourself. And if you want to really try harder, then one of the default classes has a riot shield, and there's not that many places that you can get shot from the A point if you stay a little bit further back, capping that area, other than getting shot at the side or where I'm right now. And this building right here that I'm in right now is called the Corner Building. And sometimes people call it the Gateway because it separates both maps. And the area right now I'm standing in, it's called Mid Alley. I don't know why, because it's a mid alley. And this street right here is called Main Street. It's just, I don't know why. It's just because it's the main street at the back end. And finally, I'm right beside the blown up building. And this upcoming sequence, this guy was not playing the objective at all. He was just sitting in the blown up building on the second floor with a shotgun, aiming down at the entranceway, and he cost me getting my next chopper gunner or my Harrier. So that's always nice, but no big deal. And I was particularly fond of this Semtex toss. I wasn't 100% sure if I had enough time before it actually blew up, because the Semtex has a shorter blast time, but I managed to save C just in time right there. So I was kind of happy with that one. So yeah, this video gave you some basic tips on the ACR. Oh, if you're wondering, ACR stands for Adaptive Combat Rifle, if you're interested in that. And yeah, basic strategy, stick mid to long range with it, and you'll do just fine. Gave you some basic callouts on this map. Sorry I couldn't hit them all, because I didn't make my way to those points. And just for upcoming videos, people have been really asking for LMG videos lately for some reason. LMGs are okay, I guess, but yeah. So I have an RPD and an LS8 video coming up, both TDMs. And I think I have my very first ever dual commentary coming up. It's with a guy that some of you might know, especially if you follow Hutch's Facebook. His name is the Rad Brad. Pretty good and entertaining, entertaining commentator to watch online. So yeah, you can look forward to those videos coming up. And always carry your stinger, guys, because people who shoot down air support are awesome. And get my area right here. And we're just gonna ignore this next sequence right here because, yeah, let's just not talk about it. So yeah, if you like these videos and you found it informative, then please check out my channel and comment and rate on this video. Link will be in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Target neutralized. Mission accomplished.